Speak softly, someone might hear us. This sentence might have resounded in all our ears and would have been altered by us too. But the things to ponder over is, when does the sentence escape our mouth and when does it fall on our ears? Because there are only a few secrets that we do not want others to hear. Often, we ourselves are the cause of unrest in the family. We may or may not realize this, but it can be true because knowingly or unknowingly, foolishly, we often disclose those things to others which we should never reveal. And those very things that we disclose to someone as unknowingly become the cause of our sorrow. They become the cause of our dispute, and then we regret. And then we regret that I should not have disclosed this to anyone. It was my mistake that I unknowingly told everyone this. Hence, today, the Buddhist story that I'm going to tell you, after hearing it, you will know about 7 such things that you should never tell anyone. These 7 things, why should you not tell anyone? I will also give you the logic behind this. Apart from these 7 things, if you feel there is something I missed or I could not tell, please let me know in the comment section. Before you lose yourself in the Buddhist story, be sure to subscribe to this channel. So, let's start the story. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Neil who lived in a town. He was very poor. He didn't have money. He could barely afford to eat 2 meals a day. Despite looking day and night, he could not find any work. Then one day, he confessed all his problems to his wife. He told his wife that wherever he goes to look for work, everyone tells him that they do not need any more workers. He was exhausted from searching for work. He did not understand how he would feed his family. How will I raise my children? This worry is eating me day and night. After hearing this, his wife thought for a moment and said, "You only go to a man once to ask for work, and when he doesn't give you work, you don't go to him twice. If you want to get work from him, you will have to show empathy. You will have to give his sympathy. You will have to show your poverty, so that those people understanding your condition may employ you. Therefore, don't feel ashamed to tell them about your hardship, about your poverty, and this is the solution. You could find work." This thought got fixed in Neil's mind, and next day he went the same Seth, that means employer, to ask for work where he had gone the previous day. But this time he founded his hands and pleased with the Seth, stating that he is very poor and he needs work urgently. He will be satisfied with whatever they gave him, but please employ me. Seeing his condition, the Seth employed him. He started going there to work every day. Deep down, he was happy that he got the work, but he was paid less than others. He was getting paid less for the same work that others were doing for a higher salary. When he talked to his Seth about this, the Seth said, "Look, brother, you needed the job. I gave you the job. Instead of thanking me, you are complaining to me. This is ungratefulness." Hearing this, Neil fell silent. The truth was somewhere there. Cheap Seth had given him work accordingly to his desperation, and that's why he was paying him as per his will. But gradually he started telling his close relatives and friends about how his Seth is and how much he pays him. Time passed and Neil kept working with full dedication. But now circumstances were beginning to change. Seth was now getting more work done from Neil than others, and he was paying him less than others. This was bothering Neil a lot. He is working harder than others and getting paid less than them. This hurt his self-respect deeply. Now slowly, his mind began to drift away from his work. He was not interested in his work anymore. Obviously, who would like to be in the place where one has to compromise with their self-respect? Therefore, he soon quit his job and sat at home idle. Now, he had no money left to run his household. So he started asking his help from his relatives and friends. But his friends considered him as an object of pity. They would console him, but behind his back, they would make fun of him. They would say how foolish he was. The boss took so much work from him and did not even pay the poor fellow. If we gave him money now, will he be able to pay us back tomorrow? He is in such a state that he has no work at all. Where will he bring the money from? And for this reason, Neil's condition was getting worse day by day. He had started to live in stress day and night. Those some friends, those some relatives who pretended to be his own, they considered him as an object of pity. They felt sorry for him. Everyone came and gave him lots of advice, but no one helped. And this is often the case. You can find many who will give advice, but how many people can you find who will hold your hand and guide you forward? One day, he found out that a Buddhist monk had come to his neighboring village, who was a very knowledgeable. Neil was so stressed that he could not see any way out. Therefore, knowingly or unknowingly, he ends up at the Buddhist monk. Upon reaching there, he falls at their feet and starts crying. He tells them his entire situation while crying. He tells them how his boss took advantage of him and how his relatives treat him. Listening to all this, the Buddhist monk calms us down and says that all these problems arose due to your lack of intelligence, your foolishness. If you had wisdom, none of these problems could have troubled your mind. But you, due to your lack of intelligence, due to your foolishness, let throws in your own path. Today, I am telling you, some things don't tell anyone about them by mistake or by following these things. You can only eliminate the pain that come from outside, which grow inside you due to unnecessarily world. The first thing that should not be told to anyone is your compulsion. Don't make the mistake of showing your helplessness and becoming a pitiful figure to others and seeing their help. It is possible that today they might help you, seeing your helplessness, but tomorrow they will not hesitate to take advantage of you. And even if they don't take advantage of you, that person will never miss a chance to make a fun of you in front of the others. Therefore, never display your helplessness. If you have two dry bread at home, eat that and go to sleep. But don't let others even a hint of about it. Think about it. What is the purpose of sharing your helplessness? A person either wants to gain sympathy from others or seeks financial help. But if you look, the other person will never miss an opportunity to take advantage of you. And even if they don't take advantage, they will consider you as a fool and will definitely make fun of you in front of others. Hence, never share your helplessness with anyone. The second thing you should never share with anyone is your past mistakes and future strategies. Think about it. If we tell our past mistakes to someone else, what effect will it have? Those mistakes cannot be corrected, obviously. Then what is the purpose of telling them? You are revealing your dark side in front of the world. You are sharing your mistakes with others. This will build a character in the eye of that person. And They will always look at you from that perspective in the future. So, don't let your character be shaped in the eye of anyone. Think about it. You are unnecessarily sharing your future strategies in front of others. What is the benefit of blowing your own announce in front of people who are not part of your work? They won't help you, but they will definitely become a hindrance in your future strategy. Use your judgment and think, has it happened to you where you shared your future strategy with someone and it did not turn out to be successful? It must have happened. Think about it carefully. The third thing that you should never share with anyone is your family matters. Whatever discussion we have inside our home with our parents, wife, children, and those stay within the family, if you bubble about these things in front of others, you are giving them opportunity to invade your home, and they will never miss a chance to take advantage of this. They will try to turn away your family members from you. This often happens. We often see in society that to reduce our household disputes, we share them with our neighbors and our relatives. But this has never helped you. Rather, your household fights and disputes have likely increased, and it's obvious they will increase. If you share your parents' matter with others, your parents will certainly feel bad that their son is sharing these things with strangers without discussing it with them. Therefore, do not share your family matters and household disputes with anyone. The next thing I'm going to tell you, which one should not disclose to anyone, might sound very strange on hearing, but I will also give you the truth of this thought of logical argument. I say, don't disclose your income to anyone. Now, what could be the purpose behind not revealing your income? Think about it. If you tell your friend about your income, when your close friend needs something, they will only remember you because they know if your income is good, you can help them, and therefore, more people will ask you for help. And when you will not help them, they will think that this person has money, he can help me, but he is not helping. And that's why your income can be a cause of dispute between you both friends. If the income is low, people will mock, and if it is high, they will ask for help. So, there is no purpose of revealing your income. I am going to tell you in the knot, and don't tell anyone about this. One's weakness and one's strength. Often, a person does not know what their weakness or their strength is. But if you know your weakness and your strength, then firstly, you are very intelligent person. And the second thing is that you do not have to share these things with anyone, because if your weakness or strength are known to others, they will take advantage of your weakness, and if your strength is known, then the strength will become your weakness. Don't even tell your weakness and strength to your wife or your husband, because after that you will always have to live in submission to them at home. The next thing that one should not tell anyone is about their friends and their enemies. If you tell others about your friends, they can betray you by establishing a close relationship with your friends. They can attempt to distance your close friends from you. The average person often doesn't do this, but your enemies might try. On the other hand, no one should know who is your enemy are, because they can attempt to distance your close friends from you. The average person often doesn't do this, but your enemies might try. On the other hand, no one should know who is your enemy are, because today's friend could become tomorrow's enemy, and they could team up with your enemy to defeat you. They could betray you. Therefore, Never even tell your closest friend about your enemy. The next and last thing I want to say is that when you donate, don't tell anyone about the donation. Otherwise, the act of donating become fertile, pointless. When you flaunt your donations, you are saying how big a donor you are, and this will create arrogance within you. Therefore, it's best and more fruitful to donate secretly. When your left hand is donating, the right hand should be unaware that left hand is donating. These 7 teachings given to the Buddhist monk Neil contain all the principles of the world. By following these teachings, you can maintain peace and happiness in your home forever. If you think about these teachings with your discretion, you will find them to be true. And the purpose of our storytelling is to awaken your discretion. Think about the things we are telling you, and if we are wrong, be sure to point it out in the comment section. Also, if you know anything else, please post those things in the comment section too. So friends, how did you like this story? Please let us know in the comment section. And if you like it, be sure to subscribe to this channel. See you in the next story. Take care until then. Thank you so much and stay blessed.